Welcome back, my friends, to another video here on the channel. Today we got the top 5 Legend of Zelda games in the US according to the NPD. They've revealed the top 5 best-selling Zelda property games in the United States of all time. Now, I don't know, I'm assuming, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure usually when I say United States, it's North America. Usually Canada is included in that. I don't know why they say United States, not just North America. It's kind of weird. Anyways, the point is, we have the top 5, and at number 5, I was shocked. I cannot believe this is number 5, but the top best-selling Zelda games of all time in the United States, North America, and number 5 is Link's crossbow training. Like, how is that even in the top 5? I guess because like when the Wii was selling, everybody was super excited about the Wii and they're like, yo, we gotta try this cool Zelda game that is just completely a spin-off based off of like aiming with the Wii remote, and people thought it was really cool. And I don't know, it was really cool, but I just can't believe that it was cool enough to make it in the top 5 spot. Now the top 4 are honestly some of my favorite Zelda games of all time. I would have replaced number 5 with Wind Waker, so Wind Waker is not actually in the top 5. Number 4, we have probably what's close to my favorite, but it's always kind of takes a backseat in second, is Zelda Majora's Mask, my friend. So number 4 is Majora's Mask. Now, it is worth noting the Majora's Mask is only the actual original release, and it's not the 3D version. The 3D version, excuse me, is a separate release. It would have been called Majora's Mask 3D. So this is the N64 version for Majora's Mask. But either way, Majora's Mask is one of the best games ever, in my opinion. Like ever, not just one of the best Zelda games, like one of the best games ever. And that's the number 4 spot. Number 3 is Ocarina of Time. So again, this is going to be the N64 version. It's not going to be the 3D version, which, to be honest, personally, I played the 3D version of both these games a whole lot more than the N64 version. I own both on N64, but I like the 3D version better. It's a little bit more refined. The graphics a little bit nicer, especially for Majora's Mask. You know, the purple colors and stuff is it's just I don't know. Anyways, whatever. The point is, the game is still the same, and it's number 3, well deserving of number 3. Number 2, I'm really happy about number 2, my friends. Number 2, I kind of wish was number 1, but number 2 is my favorite Zelda game of all time. And if you guys don't know what my favorite Zelda game of all time is yet, pause the video, let me know in the comments below. Don't cheat, okay? If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But it's Twilight Princess. So Twilight Princess takes the number 2 spot. It doesn't say Twilight Princess HD, so I'm assuming it's the original release. I don't know, probably on the GameCube. I'm not actually 100% sure. It wasn't actually clarified. But either way, Twilight Princess is in the number 2 spot, which is super exciting. So my top 3 Zelda games are Twilight Princess, Majora's Mask, and Ocarina of Time in that order. Those are my favorite games, and they're number 2, 3, and 4. So to recap, before we hit number 1, I'm sure you guys already know what number 1 is. Number 5 is Link's crossbow training. Don't know how. Should have been Wind Waker, but I'm not going to complain. It was still a cool game. Majora's Mask in number 4, Ocarina of Time in number 3, and Twilight Princess in number 2. And number 1, you guys probably already know, it's Breath of the Wild. So Breath of the Wild is the number 1 selling Zelda game in the US or North America or whatever, however you want to classify it, which is pretty crazy. It's a great game. I love the game. It's a masterpiece. I gave it a 10 out of 10 in my review. I don't do a lot of reviews nowadays, but I never did a lot of reviews to begin with. I did like a handful of reviews, and this was one of the reviews I did because I'm like, dude, I cannot not review this game. I like an official formal review, like crazy edits. You guys gotta check it out. I'm gonna link it down in the description below. I'm pretty proud of the edits in that video. I don't know, it's cool. Anyways, point is that the game's a masterpiece. The only thing I feel personally is that I feel like because the story is more loose, it's not as linear as the other Zelda games. I feel like the story didn't attach to me as much, and for that reason, I don't feel like it has as much replayability value as other Zelda games, in my opinion. I don't know. The open world gives it replayability value in a different way, but to me, like, one of the best things about replayability with Zelda games has always been the fact that, you know, it's replaying the story, right? I love replaying the story. And kind of experiencing the story again. But for Breath of the Wild, is more of a looser story, and I kind of hope that changes with Breath of the Wild 2, or whatever they're gonna call it. Excuse me. The sequel for Breath of the Wild. It's not gonna be called Breath of the Wild 2. It's gonna be called something else. You know, kind of like Majora's Mask was a sequel to Ocarina of Time, but it's called Majora's Mask. I hope it's creepy like Majora's Mask. It seems like it. You know, kind of in that regards, I hope that Breath of the Wild sequel is going to be a little bit more focused. You know, they're gonna have the story a little bit more focused, and that in that sense could be a little bit more linear or something. But I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, traditional dungeons as well. But either way, I definitely think Breath of the Wild deserves to be in the top 5 best-selling Zelda games of all time. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't normally play Zelda that actually played Breath of the Wild, which is pretty huge. I'd like to see more people play some of the other Zelda games. So if you guys have only played Breath of the Wild, definitely try the other ones out. You know, get a Wii for cheap or something. Play Skyward Sword and or get a Wii U if you can. You know, you can it's backwards compatible, so you can play Skyward Sword from the Wii. You can play Twilight Princess HD, which is, you know, a beautiful you know, kind of remaster, if you will, of Twilight Princess. Wind Waker HD. Some great Zelda games out there, you know, and then there's a whole motherload of other Zelda games. Obviously, Link's Awakening is coming to the Switch later this year. I'm super excited for that, so definitely try some other Zelda games if you guys haven't. But anyways, that said, I've dragged this video on long enough. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this top 5, and what's your top 5 favorite Zelda games of all time. Give me your top 5 favorite Zelda games in the comment section. Share the video. I want to get as many people commenting their top 5s as possible. I really want to hear what other people's favorite Zelda games are. Like I said, for me, Twilight Princess, Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, and then after that, the top 5 gets a little bit kind of very random for me, because it's hard to kind of pinpoint the other two, because the first Zelda game I ever beat was A Link to the Past, and that's the one I grew up on. First Zelda game I ever played was the original NES one, but there's not really nostalgic value for me in there a whole lot, to be honest. More like A Link to the Past. You know, the Wind Waker is an amazing game, so that it'd probably be somewhere in my top 5 as well. There's just so many Zelda games that, you know, it's hard to pinpoint after those top 3, but at least my top 3: Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, or sorry, Twilight Princess, Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time. So give me your top 5. Let me know what you guys think about this news, and if you guys enjoyed the video, smash the like button, subscribe, comment, share, and all that awesome stuff. Like always, until then, my friends, game on, and thanks for watching.